Foot Golf, where football meets golf, where fun meets serious skills, where great times meets the chance to lift the trophy. Scotland Foot Golf is open for everyone, whether you're a first-time player looking for a group activity or a seasoned pro looking to compete on the tour. Sign up at scotlandfootgolf.com today and find a sport like no other that's impossible to resist. Lace up, tee up and kick off at Scotland Foot Golf. Our foot golf, our nation.
Hello and welcome to the draw for the 2025 Matchplay Championships. Just a short introduction from me. I'm here obviously with Head of Tour Ali Dick, who I'm going to pass over to, and he's going to explain a little bit about the Matchplay Championship. I know you all know it well, but there are some slight variations from previous years. So Ali?
Yeah, so first off, we're back at Bridgend this year. Looking forward to getting back there. Having been up there with Neil and mapped the course out this week, absolutely fantastic. We have got some changes this year which have taken the course to the next level. So we're all excited to have you guys there, and I'm sure the team at Bridgend are as well. Obviously, because of these changes, we've put out information that practice is available from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. tomorrow afternoon into the evening, and practice is to be booked directly with Bridgend if you fancy it. Obviously, we've got our three sections, our men's section, our senior section, and our women's section. We'll start this evening's proceedings with our women's section, which will consist of two groups of 3 players. The format document's gone out already for all 3 sections in the National Tour WhatsApp group today. So if you need any more information, that is where to find it. But yeah, for the category, all will be played out on Saturday. This is the only category that will only be played in the one day, and kicked off with the draw for the women's category. So Neil, fancy picking the
Shall we load the trophy up?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, so the first player into the first group of the women's section, Kelly Menzies, recent Scottish Open winner.
Joining Kelly in Group A and B, Shona Mathy.
One more player to complete this group, sorry. Cheryl McIntosh.
So we'll now move on to our second group of 3, Group B. And the first player in that group will be Caitlin Cameron.
So second player playing with Caitlin, Sheila Strickland. Great to see Sheila back playing this weekend.
And completing the women's draw will be, again, thank you for all the prep this weekend, Anna Anderson. So that concludes the women's draw. We'll now move on to the seniors. We've got 13 seniors competing this year. So we will have one group of 5, and that will be Group A, and 2 groups of 4. And this will be an unseeded draw.
Okay, you want to lead seniors into the trophy?
There we go.
Big stretch for you.
Yeah. I'll let you lead us off.
Great.
First
So
in the group of 5.
Group A for the group of 5, the first player in the seniors, Colin Murray.
One of the home favourites. Joining Colin will be special Matchplay Donnie McKenzie.
Okay. Next player in this group, Gary Thompson.
The penultimate player in Group A will be Martin McGreekin.
Okay, completing this one, Will Morrison.
Very strong.
Good group. Good group.
So our first group of 4, and the first player in Group B, Alan Morris.
Playing with Alan, Gio Dunlop.
Joining those 2 will be Peter McCabe.
And final player for this group, Stuart Aitken.
So our final group in the seniors, Group C again, group of 4. And the first name out of the hat will be William Hallett.
Okay. Second player in this group, Gavin Howe.
Joining Willie and Gav will be Gary Scholes.
So another strong group. Completing the group, Jose Rodriguez, another Bridgend home favourite.
So again, this concludes the senior draw. So we'll now move on to the men's section where we've got 31 players. So how we're going to break this down is there will be 7 groups of 4 and then 1 group of 3, with Group H being the group of 3. From the 2024 national rankings, the top 8 attending players will be seeded for this draw. So there'll be 1 seed in each group. And the way that this will work this year, Matchplay Championships, is if you're in groups A to D, you will play the front 9 for your first match and then rotate onto the back 9. And then for your final match, you will return to the front 9. And if you're drawn in groups E to H, it will be the opposite. So you will start with your first match on the back 9, second match on the front 9, and your final match will be back on the back 9. So, Neil?
Okay, so we're going to load the seeds in first, and we'll draw seeds out into each of the groups, and then after that we'll complete the groups, yeah? Seeded players are in here.
So our first seed in Group A of the men's draw will be Vincent Maguire.
Okay, so B seed, Gavin Craig.
Group C, joining Vinny and Gav playing their first match on the front 9 will be, man sitting to my right, President Shave.
First time I've been on the front 9 to start with. First, the seeded player for Group D, John Neal.
So, the first seed playing on the back 9 will be Scotland captain David Stewart.
Next seed, Michael Eardley.
Major winner, of course. Next seed will be Matthew Moore.
Okay. And then what I think should be the final seed?
Should be.
Alistair Deck. Okay, so now obviously what we're going to do is we're going to load the rest of the men players into the trophy, and we're going to complete the groups group by group. Okay.
So, again, the group of 3 in the next will be Group H. So, 3 players to go in the first 7, and the first player unseeded in Group A will be John Barrett. Very good matchplay player.
Okay, so joining John and the seeded player in this group, Robert McAllister.
And completing Group A will be Callum Barrett.
All the Barretts. So moving on to Group B, joining the seed in this group, Kyle McGreekin.
Joining Kyle in the seed in Group B will be Guy Ibarra.
Okay, and completing this group, Fraser Weir.
The back of a very good Scottish Open performance. So, next player in the next group, first player, sorry, in the next group will be Jack Wild.
Okay, also in this group, Marcus Morris.
And completing this group will be Robert Duncan.
Okay, so we're moving on to Group D now, I believe.
Yep. Final group starting on the 9th.
So joining the seed in Group D, George Robinson.
Joining George and the seed in this group will be Mark Orr.
And then completing this group, David Quigley.
So we'll now move on to the group starting on the back nine. And the first non-seeded player in Group E will be Jamie Harkins.
Okay, joining this group as well, Urban Small.
And completing this group will be Stevie Cameron.
Okay. So on to the next group, that will be in the back nine. First player out to join the seed, Matt Noble.
Joining Matt in the seed on the back nine will be Stuart Campbell, winner of the winter match play, of course, at Bridgend.
Completing this group, Joe McCulloch.
So, next group, first unseeded player will be Razvan Oncho.
Glad I didn't have to say it. Next player in the group, Kai Rennie, one of the junior players amongst the men this weekend.
And completing this flight will be Joe McCourt.
Okay. Next group, is this the last one?
So, yeah.
Seed in here, Victor Arcas.
And
Means there should be one left.
the final player out of the hat is Ewan Vance.
Fantastic.
So, that concludes the draw for the 2025 Scottish Matchplay Championships. Like I said, obviously a few changes made to the course at Bridgend, which we think you'll all enjoy, and practice is available again from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. tomorrow. The information regarding the formats, again, is in the WhatsApp group. Anybody with any questions? Otherwise, we look forward to seeing you at Bridgend over the weekend.